Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now this one is going to be a little bit different from the rest of them. Today is not a gameplay episode. Today is, for the majority of it, full of SBCs. Now this footage is from like Friday, so the Black Friday happened, hence the black t-shirt, and the Flash SBCs were like every hour to every 2 hours, so I tried to complete as many of them as possible. Now, if you do enjoy this style of Road to Glory episode, then do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. But what you're seeing right now is me buying a whole bunch of players. Now, I'll speed it up in a minute, because I buy like 44 players, I think. Enough players to fit 4 different teams. Now, you're seeing that they're all of a pretty high rating, and this part is going to just go super speed, so you might be able to see which players I'm picking up, but that'll all become apparent in a minute. Pretty sure we started off with like 530,000 coins, and I make my way down to like, I think it's something like 460, 465. So I spend around 60 to 70,000 coins on players, so that you can see these 4 SBCs right here, the lone prime icons. I decided that I would complete these SBCs because, well, I do for every other one. 20 game loans on the crazy awesome prime icons. Yes, please. I will definitely be taking that. Now, of course, what you're seeing here are when these players were a lot cheaper than they are at this moment in time, because as of Saturday, the whole like Team of the Week guarantee pack and stuff came out with the SBC, meaning that a lot of these 83 rated players and 84 rated players and stuff have all absolutely gone to the moon in terms of price. They've absolutely skyrocketed, but you'll see that I was able to pick a lot of these players up for a ridiculously good price, and some of the teams only need like an 82 rated. This of course is for Hadji. I think Hadji is still one of those players which his SBC isn't too expensive. If you are watching this video and you're like, yeah, I want to go ahead and get those prime icons, I would definitely recommend waiting and holding off until the time where those guaranteed Team of the Week inform SBCs are out of the way, and then obviously I would suggest that the 83s and 84s would come back down again. Maybe not to as cheap as they are here, because people will sort of keep them now for future times that those SBCs will come out, but you should be able to save a chunk. Right now, like this cost me 60 to 70,000 coins. Right now, I think it costs around double that, 110, 120,000 to get all 4 of these icons on loan, just because that's how expensive the 83s and 84s have got to. So I've got 3, and then I leave the best till last, right? Thierry Henry. Oh man, I'm going to so enjoy using him over on this account. It feels awesome to be able to actually use them. One major prop to EA this year is that they bring these loan icons out. I know a lot of people actually get a little bit annoyed with them because for a cheap, for like 10, 20, 30k, whatever it even costs sometimes, you can have half a weekend league with a prime Henry. But I don't really see the major issue with that, because at some point in time they're going to have to change their team back to something else anyway, and you could just as well be using the Henry as well. So I feel like it's fair, and it actually gives everyone a chance. Like, this is a no money spent account. Yeah, we've got 460k sitting in the top corner, but I've also got this. Look at this stupidly good team right here. I wanted to put together something that, like, from the players that I've got in my club, I wanted to put something nuts together. I'm not going to use this. Probably, I'd probably prefer to use like 1 or 2 of the icons in a squad and then build a hybrid around them or something. But this just goes to show you, at this point in time, in November, like, you can have nearly a full icon team just from, like, if you did the prime icon loans and stuff along the way. Rio Ferdinand actually looks amazing. Roberto Carlos looks like a crazy fun player as well. Stats are just awesome across the board right there, as you can see with his in-game stats. I wanted to take a quick look at these and just show them off to you a little bit, because maybe you are thinking that you want to get the loans, or maybe you've had the loans and you're like, yeah, I want to get the full versions. Well, these are the sorts of stats that you can expect to see on these players. And then Thierry's 93 rated, and he's got some awesome in-game stats as well. Like the pace, shooting, and dribbling stats on him, and the 2 important stats within the physical, you know, the stamina and the strength. Those stats are all very, very good, and I'm expecting, well, I know from using him over on my other account, that he is a beast. He can be a bit of a game changer, and I'm sure a lot of you have probably even come up against him in the past few days. And if that's the case, I hope you had him in your team as well, because he is very, very good. So that is the sort of team that I could have right now for a few games. You know, some of those icons I've already used for a lot of the games. But now we move on to the rest of this video is mostly going to be those Flash SBCs. I'm going to show you how I did them and what I actually got in the rewards from these packs. I think along the way, I've probably done 6, 7, 8, I don't know, of these SBCs along the way. And because I had to sleep at some point, I got up for like the 3 AM one and stuff. Like I did most of them, but the first one we did, we got an inform, and I was like, okay, these are going to be sick. These are going to be really worth it. Yeah, it's definitely not the greatest of informs along there. 81 rated Castro, but considering the players I just put in for that SBC, definitely worth it in my opinion. And of course, we get a few other rare players as well. 282 rated, one from the Premier League, a rare silver, of course. You know, that's always going to be useful at some point in time. The next SBC came along, and as you're seeing, I'm not really getting rid of much to get me a rare gold pack, a 25k pack. In this one here, we get boards again. Who's going to be in this drop down then? It's going to be French centre-back. Okay, it's going to be Perrin. It's not going to be like Varane or anything amazing, but we do get boards for our second SBC, and well, 83 rated Perrin, I probably sold him along the way for a decent amount of coins when the guaranteed team of the week pack came out. Next up here, this was a different one in all entirety. You needed an 80 rated team, but it wasn't going to give you a pack. So what it was going to give you was a guaranteed inform Ashley Young. Now, again, I had all of these players in my club, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not really going to use that Ashley Young, but I reckon EA are doing that on purpose for a reason, that along the way, you might need this Ashley Young, or it might be very beneficial if you have this Ashley Young for a future SBC. Think about it. I could stick him into one of those Team of the Week packs, you know, one of the informs into the Team of the Week packs. I could just go ahead and use him for a future Player of the Month if you need an inform from the Premier League or something. It's not a bad idea. Now, this one right here, I think, was the one which wasn't really worth too much. I think it didn't really have much of a pack value. Premium Gold Players pack is actually a 25k pack. It was one before that actually wasn't very good. I don't get anything major in this particular one. I don't even get the thicker pack to show that I got a board pool. Only got a 77 rated player in that one. But to be fair, like, look at the amount of players I use there. It's basically just swapping out some for some, and probably still somewhat profiting along the way. Next SBC, this is the one that I've gone for. Again, like all gold players, and yeah, these probably aren't the exact cheapest ways to do it, but I have them. So for me, it's like it doesn't cost me a penny. It doesn't feel like it cost me a penny because I've already earned the players from another SBC along the way back in the day. And I'm obviously going to get a mega pack from this one, a 35k pack. What can we expect to get from a 35k pack? We get an inform that has a very, very bright light. Who's it going to be? Adebayor. So again, not the greatest of informs, but still an inform, as well as all of the consumables and all the other players that you get within a 35k pack. It definitely makes that particular SBC profitable. Of course it does. We get DeVry as well, an 83 rated player who definitely shot up in price. Abubakar, I could maybe make a cheap team around him at some point in time. Lots of people enjoy a player like that. Maybe we need to branch off and try and make these cool little hybrids along the way. And what I will also say to you guys is that I know that a lot of you seem to like the idea of what I said in the previous episode about maybe we could effectively almost like restart the road to glory by dumping everything we own into a Prime Icon SBC, or maybe I would even just buy an icon or something like that. Who knows what we could do? Oh, by the way, I did Maguire. Damn right I did Maguire. After I came up against him and he scored 7 against me in one match, and I'd already earned an inform from one of these SBCs, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll put him in, because it didn't really feel like it cost me a single penny. Even though I could have sold that discard inform or just discarded the inform, I decided to get him. But yeah, what I was talking about the maybe like selling up everything to put into an icon, I could probably afford Rui Costa. I don't know whether he's like, people are that interested in Rui Costa right now. Haji, I don't think would be a great icon to put the coins into. The rest of them are like over 1 million coins, and I couldn't afford that if I put everything into that to get a prime icon that's over 1 million coins. So it's just waiting for the correct icon, you know. It's waiting for one of those lower tier prime icon strikers that still looks great. Like, imagine if Kluivert came out and it didn't require an icon to put into the SBC. I think I could most likely sell everything up and get myself a Kluivert or something like that. It'd be amazing, and I would fully be up for that. It's just a case of waiting for the right moment to get that when that right player comes out. And of course, I could always try the loan for a player like that for 20 games first to see who I like most. Because, let's face it, the full Prime Icon SBCs, they last for the rest of FIFA. The loans only last for a week. So you need to get on that if you are going to do them. But as I said, I would recommend waiting until after Tuesday if you haven't done the current 4 yet. Just because probably the prices are going to come down after Tuesday when those guaranteed packs do, those guaranteed inform packs do stop. So this is going to be, I think, the last one. I think this is going to be the last Flash SBC that I did. I put some players that have actually been in my teams before into this SBC. And, well, like Nani 83 rated as well. Top Rack 83 rated. But it was going to give me another guaranteed inform player in Lalic. I think, is his name Lalic or Pialic? I don't know. Where we got? Yeah, Lalic. Look at how good his stats look. I'm going to quickly take a little look at him right now. He's 82 rated. He's central, so I can move him up front, cam, centre forward, whatever. He's got 4-star skills and weak foot, 83 pace, 82 shooting, 86 dribbling. The in-game stats, in my opinion, actually look really good. That's the one that I got out of bed for at 3:30 in the morning to make sure that I got, because I didn't want to miss out on that inform right there. And then this was one the next day. I don't know, I probably missed a couple in the morning, but someone assures me that I didn't miss another one of those inform players. So I'm going to get a small goal players pack to end things off. And would you Adam and Eve, I get myself an inform. It's Brazilian goalkeeper. It's going to be Neto. So all in all, Black Friday and the Flash SBCs that came with it were an absolute outstanding success, in my opinion. I could have been a lot less lucky in the packs, granted, and then of course some of them wouldn't have seemed like they were so good value for money. But that's what you get with SBCs. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. You've seen in some of these that I got absolutely nothing in the packs. Most of the time, I actually got pretty lucky and got something. I think this was the last one that we did. Small rare mixed players pack or something, I think it was. Which is doesn't sound like it's going to offer out loads. But again, it didn't cost me much. Can we get anything in this final pack? Well, we don't get lights. But we do end up getting ourselves a Portuguese centre mid. That's going to be João Moutinho. An 82 rated player, which will definitely come in handy along the way for us. So yeah, just overall a massive success. I haven't really spent many coins. I started the Flash SBCs around 465. I ended around 465. Sold off some of the stuff in my club, whether it was the 83s that I got in the packs, the informs that I got in the packs, or even some of the 84s that I'd been using previously in the Road to Glory, because their price was so high and the value was so high. And then I decided it's time to put my money into some of the players that I thought would drop over the Black Friday weekend. I buy Gabriel Jesus for 25,000 coins. I buy Eric Bailly for like 27, 28,000 coins. These players were previously so expensive. Last time I checked Van Dijk, he was 25k. I just got him for 10k. And then I decided that I nearly bought Kyle Walker. But I decided to end up going with Aurier in the end. I nearly bought Antonio Valencia, but I went for ones to watch Aurier just because he was a couple K more than what like Valencia was. But if anything happens to him, if he does well in any particular match, his price will boom. I will sell and I will make profit. So for now, I think that's a good investment. And then just to end this video off, I put together a little team of some of the players that I've bought, as you know, like the Jesus, the Bailly, the 4 prime icons that I've got. This is something that we could use right now on the Road to Glory, and I've still got 420k or so to spare. If there's a massive team or a big player that you think I should be buying, now's the time to let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching this mainly SBC-based episode of the Road to Glory. Don't forget it's Monday, Cyber Monday. All of these Flash SBCs are probably happening again right now while you're watching this video, so I'm going to be involved in that, probably for another similar episode to this coming up very shortly for you guys. guys. Smash a like on the video if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.